And I wanted to give some advice on SEO and security on the internet because he brought up some good points. I made one video about this already, so I'll make a second one with this, showing some security tactics that people can use on the net. Now, he says, anyone who proves Clovistar wrong is immediately labeled as a troll. He's also guilty of view botting, vote botting, and tried to get me to click a link on his personal site, which was loaded with scripts. Be careful with this guy. He is extraordinarily dishonest. Now, in my last video I showed some tools you can use to identify if there's malware or problems with the website. VirusTotal.com, Securi.net. Google actually has a script site that you can use to identify problems with websites. And see right here, VirusTotal.com, SiteCheck.Securi.net, and TransparencyReport.Google.com. But another thing I got thinking is my site has been cached by the Internet Archive. If you go to archive.org and you type in my website address, opinions.clovistar.com, it captures all the front-end stuff and all the back-end stuff. You know, it has to capture the CSS, the PHP, the links to databases, any of the DHTML or AJAX or any of those scripts. It has to cache that because it makes the website work in the cached file that it creates on archive.org. So I'll demonstrate that. In fact, I'm probably going to write a blog post about this because this is some pretty deep stuff, security-wise and elsewise. So my response to him was, that's cute, that saying that my site has scripts. Like what, nefarious ones? Ha 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 ha. He said, you're just butthurt because you're a troll and I called you out for it. Proof that my site is not compromised. And he replied, he says, as I explained to you already, there are scripts, whether yours or someone else's, running on your page. They could be as benign and simple as a simple ad or as cancerous as malware. No, we already proved that it's not malware. I said, you must be more delusional than I originally thought if you think I'm going back to your page to take screenshots of my browser caching those scripts. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Also very telling that you won't even address the accusations of botting because we both know how that works. Look at your view to like, dislike, comment ratio. It's completely off. Also, the 76 down thumbs on this video is a dead giveaway. Look at Desert Files videos and show me one that has that many down thumbs, please. So I responded to him, and then it was deleted. So after that, I responded, and I don't see that comment anymore. But what the context was if you look at my video, and I've got video of it when it was like this, when it had very few views, but a lot of downvotes. Now, what happened was I had made it unlisted and categorized it in my troll playlist, which I do with most of these videos. This one probably will go to my troll playlist as well. But what I did was I made it unlisted, and then I posted this reply to Desert File. And Desert File made a video back to me and linked that video in his video, back to mine, so that his viewers would be able to see where the original was. And what happened was that all of his viewers, and he's got quite a few, came to my video and downvoted it. And so I guess that's what happened when I made the video in response to him, because I also posted it on my website, which I do for most of them. And my playlists are also listed on my website. So what is the... Let's see. I have to pause this for just a sec. Sorry, I had a pending request I had to address. Anyway, so the end result of that was that, yeah, I got a lot of downvotes. He got a lot of downvotes. I'm not accusing him of, what does he say, vote botting or view botting. And, it would be silly because it's understandable when somebody's having an argument and they've got a bunch of viewers that come to their site, come to their videos, and they get this notion that they have to react. Well, yeah, sometimes they will. His viewers reacted to my video by downvoting it. Apparently, my viewers reacted to his video and downvoted it. So I didn't see any reason to go into a deep refutation of that, but I did give him a reply, and somehow it's not there. So I don't know whether it was deleted, whether it went to comment jail, whether it's pending, for a desert file and he hasn't approved it, but it was there. So anyway, and I replied again. I said, I prove that there is no nefarious scripts on my site, and I showed the easiest way to check. Every site has scripts, quote unquote. The most common is JavaScript. Aaron Ra's site has plenty of JavaScript. You were implying that my site was dangerous, but you offered no proof. So I cleared that up. See my video. Anyone can easily figure out if a website is dangerous very easily. And no, I don't have ads on my site either. You're just an idiot. And he says, again, yes, you do have scripts. And again, I don't know if they were malicious or not. Yes, you do, because I proved it. However, considering your behavior, TOS violations, I have no TOS violations, and pathological lying, I would not suggest anyone visit your personal website. Said, if you weren't a liar, I suspect you wouldn't be anonymous. Said, as for going to any sketchy websites, as I said in my video, it's easy to sort out bad sites with these tools. This particular tool, virustotal.com, checks with 67 different reporting sites to see if the site has malware. This tool gives comprehensive information on what the site has as far as scripts, programming, platforms, etc. Also scans for viruses and malware. Sitecheck.security.net. And this is Google's tool, transparencyreport.google.com. Now, if you want more information on the history of my site for 10 years, like I said, you can go to archive.org, and it caches the page at different stages. And if there's any good or bad or otherwise, scripts or malware or anything, you can look at the, the code. You can just right-click and view source code and see if any scripts are like that in the background, because it's easy enough to see. In history, in current time, or in the future. And if you don't want to visit somebody's site directly, if you want to use a buffer, using archive.org is the best way. So he says, yes, you keep pushing that malware angle, but completely ignore the fact that you are demonstrably dishonest and VoteBot your videos and others. I said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Now, this, like I said, I didn't think of showing archive.org before, but archive.org has my page cached thousands of times over the history of the site. So it's easy to see, the evolution of the site, the history of the site, any changes on the site, and if there was anything like a malware script or virus in there by right-clicking and going to view source. But archive.org isn't going to accept sites that have malware. So you can look that up. That's the truth. And as far as what I do for SEO, I wanted to help people with that. Now I use, of course, you can go to sitecheck.security.net. This is what I wanted to show people. I showed it in my last video. Or virustotal.com. You don't even have to visit somebody's site to check and see if they have any kind of malware. But this is like my statistics. I don't get a ton of visitors, but as far as him saying that viewbotting is the excuse for me getting visitors, that's not true. So, considering that I've had multiple radio shows, I've been on very highly listened to radio shows like Time for Hemp with Casper Leach, and we had a radio show all over Southeast Asia, and I've been on FM several times. So, I've got my name out there, and people have stuck with me for a while. And then on my ex-cannabis Facebook group, I have over 7,000 subscribers there. I have 15 Facebook groups. I think the total subscriptions I have, or members in my groups and pages, is between, I think, 25 and 30,000, and it fluctuates. It continues to rise. So, between the 30,000 people I have on Facebook, the 436 visitors that I got yesterday, 2,740 visits, 195 searches that I got on search engines today, 217 that I got yesterday. This is just on opinions.clovistar.com. Mind you, I have 30 websites. And I wanted to show you another one. I stopped advertising on Google a while ago. So when I stopped advertising on Google, I started pushing money into sites like Film Craze, which, of course, if you think there's any problems with this, archive.org, virustotal.com, security.net, bunch of them out there. But no, this is just a view exchange site. So if somebody wants to promote their video, they come here and they post it. And if people want to earn credits, they view it. And then other people will watch their videos. So it's a view exchange thing that I set up. Now, I do this so that I'm not paying Google or YouTube or Facebook for advertising, because my return on investment there was very weak. So, I mean, if somebody, say, this silly ass, Infinity730, had a video, even though he doesn't do videos because he's an anonymous coward, but say he had a video and he wanted to promote it, he wanted people to see this video. Well, he would get guaranteed views if all he did was give YouTube $50. He would get a couple hundred views. And that's guaranteed. And I've done that before. I've paid YouTube and I've paid Google to promote my sites and my videos, a long time ago when I didn't realize how expensive it was. And yeah, they delivered some views. So it makes your video show up higher in the engines, when people are searching for a specific keyword. If you're getting views, then it helps your site or your video get higher up in the ranks. And so that makes sense. It's not a matter of fooling people. It's just a matter of showing YouTube that you're getting, more views so that people will see it in the search. It boosts your rank. So I've clarified this before. In fact, on a lot of my videos, you'll see that I promote filmcraze.com. Yeah, filmcraze.com on my videos to try to help people. Now, of course, you don't have to use me. You could just go pay Google $50, or you could pay YouTube $50, and you could get a few hundred views. And I wouldn't suggest putting all your apples in one basket. There's a lot of ways to do this. So I mean, that's just you don't have to take my word for it. You can experiment, but if you're trying to get more views, if you're trying to get your media out there, why make media if you're not getting any response? So it's good to do SEO. But as far as view botting or vote botting, I don't even monetize my videos. It doesn't make any sense for me to do that. Yeah, see, I got 7,016 likes on this page. And I've got like 15 pages, so out of all of those pages combined, I think I-502, let me just see, I-502, yeah, Marijuana Tax Act, I-502, I got 4,057 likes on that page. It's another page of mine. And I administer several pages for other people, and I promote my stuff there. So, yeah, I get a lot of social media influence out there. I used to have a print newspaper. I've had 3 in 3 different states, in fact. So I do like to get my media out there, but I do it legitimately. Like I said, put radio out there. I made probably 400 radio shows. I've printed 3 different newspapers in different states. I think a total of 15 editions that were just free newspapers. And I passed out tens of thousands of those in our lifetime here together. Me and my wife, my partner. So yeah, we do what we do. I try to get the word out, and I do it legit. But at least I own my content. I'm not an anonymous coward. So there's that. I'll write something up on this. I actually have wrote things up on security. If you go to opinions.clovistar.com and you do a search for security, you'll see that I wrote other things up to give people advice on this. But it's not risky if you know what you're doing. If you know how to check a website before you visit it for malware, then you're good. You don't have to worry about that. See, if you go to security here, quick lesson in internet security. And this gives you just a few pointers on how to be safe, but I could definitely improve on this. So I will write up another article on this, and I'll include these videos in case anybody's interested. All right, peace out.